what's going on, folks? And yes, here is another video. I want to thank you very much for returning. If you're an existing follower or subscriber, if this is your first time, please do me a big favor, hit that like and the subscribe button. And as I always say, my whole goal is to talk to the camera. You guys talk back in the comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Do you agree or disagree with any of my takes or reviews? Also, if you have any type of recommendations or suggestions of other TV shows or movies I should watch, no matter the genre, please let me know. I'm always open to that. So anyway, let's get into it. I am hype about this weekend because we get Power Book Force. Yes, once again, I think this is going to be the best spinoff out of all of the Power series. And this one will follow Tommy, which is played by the actor known as Joseph Sakura. And yes, I don't know if it's a hot take, but yes, I think this will be the best one. And simply want to just go through a recap or a refresher before we get into Power this Sunday. And I'm on the fence, but I'm thinking I might do some episode recaps of this as well. I'm definitely a fan of the whole Power franchise. I truly appreciate what 50 Cent is doing with this whole Power universe. And even outside of Power, well, not outside of it, but in addition to the Power, you got Raising Kanan, you got the BMF story. I've heard rumors that he's going to do a Murder Was a Case story that follows what Snoop Dogg went through. So 50 Cent is killing everything, and I'm here to see it. I love it all. So I want to go through a refresher about what happened to lead us up to this point. For those, and this is only going to be a spoiler if you haven't seen the Power Book Ghost, the one that features Tariq, the Tariq spinoff. But so, where we last left Tommy was he made several appearances in the Tariq spinoff, where he was trying to kill Tariq and Tariq's mom. So Tasha, excuse me. So he was trying to kill Tariq and Tasha because, as far as he's concerned, they're both responsible for why he no longer has anything in New York. Tariq kills Ghost, as we all know, and Tasha is responsible for killing Tommy's girlfriend, who was played by Lala Anthony. So he literally has nothing to love anymore in New York. I mean, granted, he did love Lala Anthony's son, but he pretty much, New York and these two people took everything away from him, when you put it that way. He definitely has a volatile relationship with his mom, so he has no reason to stay for his mom, from that standpoint. So anyway, that's where we last left him. He was attempting to kill Tariq and Tasha, and you know how it goes, fast talking Tariq, plotting just like his late father. He actually talked Tommy out of killing him, and they actually came up with a plan to where they faked Tommy's death. So after that whole thing, Tommy just hits the road. New York literally has nothing that holds him to New York. And once again, he faked his death anyway. So he hits the road with the original intention to go to California and I guess start a new life. But instead, he takes a little detour and he ends up in Chicago because there are some family secrets and so forth that he wants to get to the bottom of. And while in Chicago, that's when all this other type of drama and stuff ensues. Tommy actually becomes like this key piece, or he's on the fence between these two rival crews. And there's something about Tommy that can either, unite these crews, or he can, stir some stuff up and just make some things very difficult for people. And so Tommy's personality and so forth. I'm sure he's gonna go to Chicago, shake some stuff up. Not abide by any of these gangster rules that any of these Chicago gangsters live by. So I'm excited about that. So also want to simply just talk about predictions, or I guess maybe educated guesses, I don't know. But I do feel like there is going to be, I don't know what, but I do feel like there is going to be something from Tommy's past in New York that follows him to Chicago. Like, almost like something like, okay, Tommy may be New York, but Tommy may be done with New York, but is New York done with Tommy? So with that said, like I think like maybe one of the lawyers or something like that from New York gets wind that Tommy faked his death and maybe chases him to Chicago, like the lawyer Sachs, for example, or even Method Man. Method Man may get involved and try to see what's what's good with Tommy. You know what? And this is just a prediction. I have no knowledge or research. I do feel like Tasha will pop up in some form or fashion in Chicago. I don't know in what way. I do feel like Tasha will pop up. Once again, I have this whole feeling that I feel like it's gonna give me this vibe that, once again, Tommy is done with New York, but is New York done with Tommy? So I feel like something like that will happen. I think one of the lawyers will get wind of Tommy being alive and will try to track him down in Chicago, or try to call up one of the lawyers in Chicago, and whatever the case. I feel like they're gonna try to pursue Tommy. Or in some form or fashion, I feel like Tasha will make some type of cameo in Chicago. And this is a surprise, especially if you've been following the Power Book season 2, season 2 with Tariq. Tasha hasn't been in that once, so that's pretty weird. So I feel like she took off season 2, and I feel like in some form or fashion she'll be mentioned or make a cameo appearance in Chicago. Once again, don't beat me up for it, don't sue me, anything like that. This is just a wild guess. This is why we call them predictions. I could be dead wrong, or I could be spot on the money. Who knows? But nevertheless, I'm excited for this. I think this will be very dope, and let's get into it, baby. And once again, love it or hate it, this is my opinion. Peace.